Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You have joined me on one of the wettest days possible and probably like the first proper day of winter, but we are heading to the Quest regional finals tomorrow, so I'll elaborate on that in further detail later, but right now I need to get Archie bathed and the trailer sorted and everything packed.
So I thought I would do a tiny little voiceover over these few clips I have of us getting him ready the day before. So obviously I bought some water because it's getting colder now, so we don't want to be bathing him with freezing cold water, as unfortunately we don't have a hot horse shower. So I just wash him all over with that warm water, a bit like a hot cloth, and then I do actually wash his legs and tail with the hose pipe and shampoo, just to make sure they're really clean, especially as he has white legs. Then he gets all tucked up and then taken back into his stable to bed for the night before we leave.
Baby Lou, you're not coming, are you? You're staying at home. You're just a baby. Bobsy Boone has had his bath, haven't you? Yes, I'm very handsome in my little blue outfit. All ready for tomorrow. Yeah? He's got some Silvermore haylage as well, Timothy. So he is a very happy little cob. Aren't you? So I thought I'd just give you a quick chat through what I'm packing for tomorrow. So I've got some stuff laid out on the bed and then I will show you at some point what I'm actually wearing. But as I mentioned, it has literally been chucking it down all day today and there's flood warnings and it's going to rain pretty much all day tomorrow. So I'm packing lots of spares. Thankfully I'm only doing one test, so I don't need more competition clothing. It's just stuff to warm up in after I'm finished. So I've actually got this really over excessive bag, but unfortunately I have nothing that's kind of in the middle. I really do need to find something like this because usually this is actually what I take for like a week away. But yeah, I've got this, and yes, I have turned the flash on because my room is actually that dark. So the first thing I've got are my Three Donkeys coveralls. I literally never compete without these. They're just so good. As you can see, I haven't even sorted them out since I last wore them. But yeah, they're amazing. These were gifted in a previous collaboration, but still wearing them. I think I've probably had them for well over a year now, and they're just the best. I used to wear trackies, but these are just a complete game changer. Then for spare clothes, I've got this t-shirt, which was also gifted. This was from Equiikath. They do loads of personalised stuff as well, so they're definitely worth checking out. And it's just so beautiful. I think I wear a size 10 in these, and this is a medium, and it fits really nice. It's washed up so well. None of this has come off at all. It still looks so good. And then I've just got a pair of really baggy trackies from Primark and a oversized hoodie, which was my leavers hoodie. I'm also wearing these socks, which are incredible. Firstly, the colours, I mean, look at them, they're gorgeous. Also, that's my floor squeaking, not me. But yeah, they're just amazing. These were also gifted very kindly by My Horsebox UK. For anyone that doesn't know, they are a company that deliver subscription boxes or one-off boxes with amazing products, and you get so many obviously for much less than they would retail for. I have just turned around because as much as these are really gorgeous, I don't think you want to be looking at them while I blabber on for like probably 10 minutes, let's be honest, because I don't stop. But yeah, they have My Horsebox UK have set up My Horse socks to run alongside it, which is a sock
subscription. Now, I'm not sure if it's just a rider thing or if it's just me being really weird, but I love, love, love socks, especially my long ones for riding. Socks, they're just, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm just obsessed. I absolutely love them, all the funky patterns, so these are right up my street, and they're really, really comfy, and they're actually really like the perfect temperature then. Like, they're not too hot or too cold or anything like that. Like, your feet don't get all sweaty and horrible, but equally you can still feel your feet, like they're not frozen. So I'm really happy with them. I think as well, like, socks and a sock, if I could talk, a sock subscription for me is just such a good idea, because obviously if you're buying for a couple of friends, maybe at your yard or in your pony club or riding club or just any horsey friends in general, if you've got more than one, obviously it would be amazing to gift everyone like big subscription boxes, like even if they're just the one-off ones rather than an actual subscription, like that would be great. But obviously it can be quite costly, say you're buying for like 5 to 10 people. So I think this is just such a great idea. Who doesn't want socks for a start? And yeah, I just think they make such a lovely gift because they're just so nice, like, and so cute as well with the designs. If you head over to their page, you'll see some others. And they're just, oh, I just love them. I'm just so grateful to them for setting this up, and even more grateful that they've very kindly gifted me a pair. I think I might have some more coming this month, which is even more exciting. I can't wait to see what those are. And I think I'm actually just going to sign myself up, because new socks every month just sounds ideal to me. So that is right up my street. We also took a little trip to Oldfields of Ombersley earlier, to get myself some new, get out, take the receipt away, no one wants to see that. To get myself some new chaps. So these are the ones I went for. They are Horseware, I believe. Yeah, Horseware Island. And yeah, they're just really cozy. They've got a they're waterproof obviously, and then they've got fleece lining, which is really nice. So I'm definitely gonna be using those tomorrow. So for the time being, that is sort of it. I've got to go and finish off a little bit of tack cleaning. I did my saddle and bridle earlier. I just need to do my girth and my boots. I will show you at some point my competition clothing, either probably tomorrow rather than tonight. And I'm going to go and have some dinner and a shower, and I will see you in the morning bright and early, ready to leave. So it is the next morning and I feel so asleep, like I just feel so tired. But anyway, I'm dressed and ready. I've got a show shirt on, which is from Shires, and I've got an Aero Wear base layer under that, a Hartbury top, my 3 donkeys, and then some rugged breeches and the socks from my horse box that I showed you yesterday. Good morning, Boxy Beans. A bit windy, isn't it? Blown that up. We are just about ready to leave. Archie's got his travel stuff on, and we're just gonna go in a minute, but we're trying to sort out instructions because basically we're taking a different vehicle, because you couldn't really write it, but our truck actually broke that we usually tow, but very thankfully we have a second 4x4, so thank God we can still go. But yeah, he's already munching on some haylage. So we're just going to leave in a minute and get going, so hopefully we can arrive with lots of time, so that we don't have to rush or anything. And also, in case anyone's happening to wonder why he's got a couple of shavings here and there, it's because I'm not actually going to groom him until we get there, to save time this morning. So yeah. arrived. Bubsy Bud? Bubsy Bud? Are you here? Have you arrived? Travelled so well. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. And we found it. Usually my dad comes to these sorts of things because we're quite incapable of finding our way. But we've made it, so I'm really happy. Chief navigator right here. Did you navigate too? Yes. Yeah, happy boy Bob Bob, now you're here. Are you a happy little Bob Bob? Yeah. I've got yummy haylage, so all is good. All is good because I've got yummy haylage. I do. I do. So I'm looking a bit wet and bedraggled, but I just thought I'd come in here and talk to you a little bit about like what we're doing, because I haven't really gone into that. Also I left my tripod in the car, so that's why you're not so far away, but I'm going to try and prop you up. So I was in two minds about whether I wanted to come to these Quest regionals for 2020, but as it's my last year doing Quest, I decided to come to just finish the journey. I've paid my money to get points on the leaderboard, so I might as well have come. So here we are. There was no stabling this year because of COVID and all of that, and so we travelled on the day. We travelled about 2 hours, which isn't too bad considering we have been sat in traffic and gone 6 hours to Liverpool before for the same event, but that was for stabling overnight. So yeah, I wasn't really keen on that, and then it's for one like 4 or 5 minute test. There's no arena walks, and my horse actually dumped me probably a month or two ago now, back in summer. He actually dumped me because he was spooking at his own feet in the field, like in the grass, because it was long. So that's how spooky he is. And he's a sort of spooky as well, that he's like naughty spooky, like he's not genuinely scared all the time. Like sometimes he obviously is, but he does go around and then all of a sudden he'll have been around something like 20-40 times at home, and then all of a sudden it's scary and he can't cope. He's that sort of spooky. So yeah, but we'll see. It's not too, I've had a look at the indoor, it's not too scary, but we're warming up outdoors, so we're gonna get wet because it is literally chucking it down. So yes, yeah, we're here, we've come, we arrived, we're safe. Gonna get soggy, but that's all in the fun of it. So yeah. Oh, and our truck broke, which I think I mentioned earlier, but yeah, that broke, so we had to come in a different car as well. So that was all very interesting, but we're here. Yeah, so fingers crossed he's good, fingers crossed. We pray. All groomed and ready, aren't you? Look at that. Good boy. Getting rained on. Not good. It's not good. No. The worst cat ever. We won't look at that. Pretty much already. Good boy. So here is Archie's test. By this point I've already done a centre line and 2 half 10-metre circles. You can see him here looking at the doors. He was not a fan of those. He was just quite spooky in general and hard to get going as well, and he wanted to go to the toilet here, which he's one of these horses he actually likes to stop to go to the toilet, so it's very annoying when he wants to do that in a test. But thankfully he kept going. His give and retake wasn't too bad. Sometimes he has a tendency to drag his head down. Here again you can see he's faffing a little bit in the corner, and the medium trot as well. It sounds awful, but I didn't really try. He doesn't have a medium trot really anyway. He's been very slowly developing it, but a lot of judges don't really appreciate it. He's not big and flashy. And then here you'll see I actually came off the wall a bit early, and again the give and retake was okay. But yeah, I came off the wall a little bit early just because there's a banner on there which you can't actually see, and he was quite spooky at it, so I didn't want to risk that again, which was the big thing that he did at the start of the test. And again, his medium trot, there's no real great difference. And then halting here, I wasn't quite sure what he's going to do, hence why the halt is a bit all over the place just because he was spooking at the doors quite badly. Little pat for reassurance. You'll probably see how, like, disappointed I am in the test at this point. You'll see in a minute, but I did have a bit of a cry when I was finished just because I was so disappointed with it. He felt so good in the warm-up, so then in comparison, coming in here, it was just quite awful, which I think was the worst part. Like, the test itself, looking at it now, is not a bad test. So it was just that feeling of how good he was compared to how awful he was, if you like. Inside here, you just see he's a bit tense. Can't really see his free walk. And I have to say, I was probably so upset at this point that it was all going wrong that I don't remember what it was like either. So walked to canter, just threw his head up, but he went, which sometimes he doesn't. He does have a tendency in a test to just kind of ignore it. Couple of little pats coming down the side. Then the 15-metre circle here, again, you can just see he's not keen on going by the doors. He's just not a fan of that. But it was an alright circle. I also just want to say I'm doing this without my test sheets again there. You look at him spooking. But yeah, again, this is without my test sheets. I'm not sure when BD are going to send them out. Canter, trot, canter. Could have been sharper to pick up canter again. Kind of ran a little bit in the trot, which actually that isn't too bad for him. He does have a tendency to just stick his head up and hollow in the trot. Then another canter circle, which was actually all right. Funny thing is, he's not really that bothered by the judges sitting on the table at the bottom, which is ridiculous given how spooky he is. Then medium canter. I think what he didn't like as well is that the poles and stuff you can see on the side are just above eye line, which he's actually worse on the left rein, and we think it's because he's got a bit more pigment in one eye than the other. Again, canter, trot, canter here you can see as well. He's still a bit reluctant to pick it up. I could have given him a little bit of a tap and encouraged him a bit more. Then this is always a tough bit, medium canter to trot, but he was actually very good, I have to say. So I'm going to be really interested to see what my marks are like. And yeah, this will probably go up before I get them, so unfortunately I won't be able to tell you that, but maybe another time. And again, the hole wasn't great either. So I thought today would be the day that I finally get round to finishing up. Apologies about the sun in the background. Where are you going? Come on. Finally finish rounding up my regionals vlog video. I've got a bit of explaining to do about why I was so upset after my test, and just the general outcome. So I'm gonna stand like so because the sun is coming from that direction. I don't want to look into it, but I don't want to have my back to it. Archie Beanie is here. But yeah, so I was really disappointed with my test. He was very tense and spooky, and he'd just given me such a good feeling in the warm-up and in training prior to going that it just felt so awful when it went wrong like that. So I was just really upset, hence why I was crying. It felt like we put all the work in and just never really get the results that we would want. Where are you off? You're still attached, Archie. Archie, I'm trying to finish off. Now you're wrapping me up in the lead rope. Let's not do that, shall we? Yeah, I'll rest my hand on top of you so don't move. Good boy. But basically, yeah, that was just it. It just all felt very deflating to put all, I'm sure anyone else, obviously with horses, knows you put hours and hours of work in, and to get no real result, and especially one that you know you're capable of, is very disheartening. Score wise, it wasn't too bad, but it was quite frustrating. One judge had us on 63 and one had us on 69, which is obviously, or in my opinion, is a massive difference. A 63% test is like you made a couple of mistakes, whereas 69% test for a horse like Archie is kind of the best that you're gonna get. So that frustrated me a little bit. Yes. But I was really pleased with the 69%, so it kind of averaged, this horse. So it kind of averaged out at 66, I think, or something, and we came 7th in the under 21 section, which is far from what we could have been capable of. had we not had that tension. But in his defence, there were no arena walks. He is a very spooky horse. It was quite a small arena. Oh god, not again, don't kick me. I'm gonna get attacked in a minute because he's just desperate to do this. But yeah, it was just not really our show. The weather was awful as well. We travelled on the day, which we don't tend to do, so it was all just very annoying. But that's just horses. But I was kind of waiting for my sheets and stuff to come back, so I could look at them, look at the comments. And to be fair, the 63% test, although the marks aren't great, the comments are really, really lovely. And the judge did say that had he not been that tense, his marks would have been a lot higher, which is really reassuring because we do know it's in there, don't we? Just, why are you trying to run around me? It scares me, Archie. I don't really like it when you do that. He's a bit fresh. But yeah, so I am pleased on the whole. Now I've had the chance to stop and reflect and all that jazz, I am pleased. Obviously it's not the end of the world, but it was our last quest, so I'm excited to move on to our new adventures now and see what we get up to. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope I can get this up because I've had so many issues trying to film these sorts of videos and put them up. And with college as well, it's been really hard, but I have actually got this one edited already. I just need to obviously add these clips in. I'm getting dragged around now. Archie, stop. Just no hope. But yeah, so hopefully this will be up soon and you're seeing it. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe for more, and me and Archie will be back with you very soon.